What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of video games. Today we're going to be taking a look at Homeworld 3, actually. And this is one of those games that I've been waiting for a good long time. I haven't actually played the previous Homeworld games. I was more of a Command & Conquer, Red Alert, and also a StarCraft kind of guy when I was at the age where these games were coming out. And so I'm coming into this series kind of fresh right now, and we're going to do some first impressions. So we're going to play the game for about 30 or 40 minutes, see if it's something that you wanted to check out, see if it's something you wanted to add to a wish list. The game is quite expensive, so I'm hoping it lives up to expectation. I went ahead and bought it this morning, and we'll see how this whole thing turns out. So for the first 40 minutes, it's just been exposition for me anyways. That's been the vast majority of what I've been doing. But as far as I can tell, we are a recommissioned Homeworld mothership that is headed on out to some kind of disaster in the galaxy that we need to take care of. And for right now, we don't have a production module, so that's what we're getting out of this big guy right here before we deploy to the battlefield to investigate the disappearance of a planet or the disappearance of a ton of our people. And so I'm printing out some probes right now. We're throwing those in various areas. And apparently I need to recon the perimeter with my strike craft. All right, let's send them on over there. We'll have our little strike craft take a look and see what's going on. Can I get a few more of these little guys out here? Let me see if I can get like 5 or 6 more of them. Everything you need is being produced from the mothership. And so everything else is just focusing on the mission. Down here, you can see our resource collector. He's gathering a little bit of, I don't know, scrap or salvage or something. And that's what's supplying our war effort right now. There is a lot of storyline in this game. Like, they hit you with a ton of storylines straight off the bat. They want you to play through a tutorial, but then the first mission was also, like, a tutorial. And so I don't know why they had, like, 2 tutorials. Either way, maybe they were just trying to live up to the nomenclature there with the tutorials. But let's go ahead and recon this thing over here. If after watching this you wanted to get the game for yourself, there's a link down below. You can also find a link to my Discord and my Twitch stream. I will probably try to stream this game on the day that the video goes live so that you can check that on out and get like 4 hours on into the game and figure out if it's something for you, just in case the video is not adequate. You guys regroup up over here. They want me to deploy some more probes. All right, let's get them probes running real fast. Little probies, you gonna come out of my little gate bay right there? Yeah, there they are. We got a probe right there. We'll send them off to the objective, and then we'll probe that objective as well. I feel like I already sent probes out to those locations, and the fact that they disappeared probably means it's time to, like, rally our forces and send, like, a big old fighter grouping over there, but maybe I don't know. Mothership, what are you doing? Stop what you're doing right now. All you guys, you're all on mothership detail. Mothership, you're on aggressive. You guys also need to be on aggressive. Let's keep things frosty out here while we wait to see what's going to happen. All right, probes are all locked in. Apparently, they were outside my sensor range or something because the probes that I sent previously are already over there.
Attention. The mothership is in position. Transmitting activation codes now. The mothership's assets are in stable hibernation. Status, green. The station recognizes the Karkushan. Initiating transfer. She's all yours, engineering.
Confirm, Command.
She's a pretty game, ain't she? Really nice lighting effects in there. Bump mapping looks really good on the textures as well with the way that they reflect light. She's gorgeous. She jumps out at the eye for sure.
Transfer protocol is going smoothly. Tracking is good.
So what's up with that giant laser waffle? Like, what is that thing doing over there? Is that like our production module? You think that connects with a USB 3 or what?
Let's park this thing. Attention, main hangar personnel. Stand by to receive. Automated transfer path engaged. ETA 5 minutes till hard capture. That's as fast as it moves, Command.
Oh, look at that, dude. We've got little pirates or something that want to mess with us. That's okay. I'm ready to take these guns for a spin. I'm trying to get out in the scrum, dude. Let's take care of this thing.
Combat alert. Unidentified units in the AO are unresponsive and have been flagged as hostile. Prepare to engage. Weapons free.
Yeah, let's get on in there. Send one of our scout battalions. Send those guys on off to that side. We got this thing covered. What's going on over? Oh, those recon's already engaged. Okay. Let's have a look at this fight over here. That guy's already been scrambled, so that's good. That man's been splashed. Hey, there we go. Okay, well, it's not like we're hurting for any cash, so let's go back to the mothership, and let's maybe get a few more recons all nice and... Oh, yeah, they waited for me to do that, didn't they? All right, we'll turn the guns on the mothership, and we'll make this thing happen when we can make it happen. I don't know how much HP the mothership has on her, but it looks like she's pretty well armed. So I'm not entirely altogether that worried about whatever damage they might be able to deal. Bring these ships on back. Let's go ahead and put them all on defensive duty. I was worried about my probe, but I think I'm just going to wait for them to show up here in combat, and we'll let them come to us. The probes are reasonably cheap to reproduce, and so I'm not that concerned about it. You guys come out right there. I'm going to need you guys on aggressive. As you come out of the port, go ahead and just give it to them. All right, defend the mothership. A little squadron over there is taking a little bit of a scuffing. You guys get in here. Run them down.
Command, your vitals are all over the place. Are you injured?
I can hear them all.
What?
Every ship lost. Their screams. Their prayers. Their curses. All of it.
Attention, main hangar deck. Stand by to receive.
Imogen, Sands and Sinners, you have to push through it.
Alignment looks good. Registration's good.
Compartmentalizing now.
Begin capture protocols. Soft capture.
Look at this little guy being all cavalier over here, rushing headlong into the enemy like he doesn't care. Everybody else has... Hey, you guys are supposed to be on hostile. Why are you guys not, like, going after enemy? Okay, now they're doing it. It looks like there's a little bit of a delay before they realize that a fight is underhand.
And ready for immediate production.
Good timing. The Raider threat is getting serious. Build interceptors and take out the Kalen pursuit fighters.
Okay, I think we can probably do that.
Released resources during the transfer. Use resource controllers to collect.
I think that's just the research right there, though. Like, we're upgrading our production capabilities.
I have. Confirmed aggressors are Kalen pirates. Fought them before. They like to hit and run. When they look like they're giving up, they aren't. Keep your guard up.
Once those interceptors coming through, I'm gonna need those interceptors sooner rather than later. Let's ramp them up. We've got enough resources for like 10 of them bad boys. Hopefully the scout recon can hold up until those things are produced, and we've got a little bit more firepower to help us through the gate. Resource producer, go ahead and grab me some resources down there. Thank you. You go back and dock, get repaired. You go back, dock, and get repaired. You go back, dock, and get repaired. Individual orders right there. Grab these guys. Come on over to help the mothership. Yeah, she is. It's okay, though. She got a big chin on her, dude. Look at the size of her. She's going to be fine. We could probably buff that out. Like, what, some wrenches? A little bit of, like, mastic or something, dude. It's going to be fine. We'll patch it. All right, so there's my interceptors. They don't look particularly larger than the scout craft, but it's difficult to say. You guys are harvesting that, right? All right, I need to make sure we still have money coming on in. Interceptors. You guys are responsible for defending the mothership. Ooh, I can upgrade them too. Ooh, we can get temporary speed boosts on these little guys. This is turning into a little bit more of a naval battle than I think any of us expected. Oh, these guys hit for chunks.
Interceptor production complete.
Where's the next batch coming from? I actually need to, like, hotkey these guys. Those are all recons right there. Give me all the recons. Recons, you are on Group 1. We will send you guys over to there. And then interceptors, you guys are Group 2. But interceptors, you guys are mostly responsible for anything that breaks through the scouts. Defend the mothership for right now. Everything else unnecessary. They want me to get 10 more of these. All right, I can get 10 more. That's easy. The controls so far in the UI seem pretty easy to pick out. It seems like a fairly modern designed game where everything folds away so that it's not blocking your viewport so that you can see the game more effectively. Everything seems like it can be nested. Everything seems obvious. The clicks feel satisfying. So I don't really have any complaints on that front so far. Okay, we got new targets on the field with some pursuit fighters over there. Doesn't look like he's doing anything too interesting. I don't know if he's going to go after the probe or not. Either way, he's about to get riddled with bullet holes, so I don't think it matters. There you go. Let him feel it. Let him get the sting.
Sensors quiet. All hostile units eliminated. Objective complete.
A few more interceptors, and I think we should be up and out of here, although I think I just whipped that thing out just on the fly.
Hyperspace signature detected.
You can tell they're the bad guy because their teleportation gate is red. We're functioning under G.I. Joe rules right here. Good guys have blue, bad guys have red.
Shouldn't be possible.
Alert. Kalen pirate carrier in the AO. Defend the mothership.
Yeah.
Pirate carriers
It
don't
seems like a big batch of guys.
but
Give me my interceptors.
Group 2 reinforced.
You guys come on back. Regroup with the other strike fighters. Does this thing... So this station has been floating out in space for like 1,000 years. Nobody's bothered it? How come it doesn't have any guns or anything on it, man? Can't we just be like, yo, station online, and it just like death rays that thing?
make ready.
Okay, interceptors move, and scouts go ahead and start sorting with them. Let's go ahead and get another batch just in case this first wave is ineffective. There's no way to know exactly how much heat this thing is packing right here. She looks a little... She got a bigger dumpy on her than some of the other stuff we've been fighting. So we'll kind of see how this plays. Recons should be able to hold these guys down with the pursuit fighters. Hopefully. Looks like they're having trouble damaging the fighters.
Interceptors can overcharge their weapon systems to give a short-term increase to damage output. The cannon's mag coils can only take that much power for a few seconds at a time, so make it count.
Okay, we will work on that when it becomes relevant. You guys start sorting with the guys that are pursuing right now. Knock them out of the sky real quick, then we'll come back for another pass at the pirate carrier. It looks like Group 1 is attempting to mop up right now. Yeah, it looks like we got stuff falling out of the sky. All right, all you guys on them, too. Continue fighting. Don't let them reinforce that carrier. Good stuff. All of you on board. Let's put some serious scowl on this nerd. Let's let him feel it. I like the little bits of unit chatter and stuff like that that are in the air. So you've got like the little comm signals and things going out. It's really nice. I kind of like that. It's very thematic. It makes the game feel like it's alive and like things are happening around you, that you don't just have unit barks when you select guys. Like your little fighters are talking to each other and whatnot, and you can hear those communications in your ear while playing. It's very immersive.
Group 1 suffering losses.
Yeah, Group 1 knew what they were getting into. Oh, we've reached our supply cap. Gotcha. Resource controllers, stay on top of it, please.
Enemy carrier at weapons range. Watch the crossfire.
Let's go ahead and call those off real quick.
The Kalen are massing their forces. Prepare for another wave.
Let's get the overcharge. How are we doing over here? Dude, we got like 50 units. They're still in good shape. We should be all right. Interceptors, refocus on the chase. If you got chasecraft, go ahead and knock him out of the sky for me. There you go. Put him to sleep. Give him a little bit of nap time. Ooh, I like that where, like, when one of our units died, comms chatter was going. But, like, once the... Oh, they reinforced hard. Okay. Well, we weren't in it before, but we're in it now. I think it's going to get a little bit worse before it gets a little bit better. We are losing interceptors. Let's go ahead and print out some more. Upgrade's done. Interceptors should be ready to overcharge. Let's go ahead and do it. What do you guys do? They've got afterburners. All right. Looks like we're winning the scuffle, but we did take some losses out here.
Group 2 taking losses.
That's okay. Losses are expected. This is a pretty dog-nasty fight right here. Go ahead and bring in the reinforcements. We're fighting from the distance. Iconography seems easy to grab from what I've seen so far, even when they're way off in the horizon. It doesn't seem to be that difficult to get them lassoed and brought on in without grabbing other stuff that you didn't mean to grab. Let's go ahead and give them attack pass. Unfortunately, my control groups are like sticks to the wind right now, so unfortunately, I've lost my ability to precision manage anything. These guys are down to like singular units. Go ahead and select everything, reinforce. Double click appears to do what it does in every other game and grab every single unit of a similar kind, which is great. Bring them on in for another pass.
Let's give him a target.
Watch your break. Pulling out scope.
Ready to copy.
All right, I'm going to wait for this grouping to come back around for another attack pass, and then we're going to hit it with an overcharge. Everybody that has overcharge available, go ahead and give it to them.
Reporting critical damage. Ready, set.
Scout craft, break off. Go ahead and get rid of the harassment units.
Alert. Strike craft.
It's pretty intense right here, dude. This is pretty fun. I'm having a good time brawling with this thing. It's spitting out units left and right. I'm just trying to stay on top of it. Oh, they're hostile. Okay. These guys, I think, are on aggressive right now, and they're trying to engage from a pretty considerable distance.
The Raider carrier is charging its hyperdrive.
On me. Watch the counter.
Well, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Shoot it with more guns.
EMC is freezing up. Give me a second.
Damn, he can just do that in the middle of combat? What a G.
The Raider carrier is withdrawing.
Go.
Typical.
Everybody back on defensive duty.
Like always.
Receive.
All hostiles in this sector have been eliminated.
Group 2.
Mission objectives complete.
Send.
The mothership's production assets have been installed and are now operational. Engineering is working hard to integrate new production modules, but for now, current shipbuilding options remain limited. The Kalen raiders we encountered are the last remnants of a Taidani vassal state, so it's no surprise that they still hate us, and that their carrier was an older, obsolete design.
Obsolete or not, hyperspacing through a solid object. That shouldn't be possible. How did they learn to do that?
We have to assume the worst. That whoever is orchestrating the hyperspace attacks and the anomaly are outfitting and enhancing these raiders to stop us. We need to get to the Noctua 27 system as fast as possible.
If we can access the Kessera Gate, I should be able to get us to our destination undetected.
Optimal strategy, Command. Well done. And I was impressed to see you getting a handle on combat. You had me worried after that first encounter.
I'm still struggling with it all. The losses. But I don't want to forget them.
May the burden remain.
Sorry?
It's an old Pactu saying. Even in victory, there is loss. Forget that, is to forget them. May the burden remain.
May it remain. I'm plotting a course to cross the Great Boreal Sea in a single jump. Setting quantum waveform damping fins to maximum. Stand by. Again?
Focus, child. Bend hyperspace to your desires.
This must be neural failure. Multi-reality personality reintegration.
Impose your will. Open the door. Open the door. Open the door!
Focus, Imogen.
Damn, what happened out here? This place is looking a little busty chunky.
Are you okay?
Yes, having a minor glitch in the navigation system, Intel. It keeps taking me by surprise, but I should be able to iron it out with the next jump.
Do I get to keep my fleets in between missions? Oh, it looks like I do. Hell yeah, dude. I love that I don't have to rebuild from scratch every time I get into a new mission. Yeah, line up, boys. Formation time.
Scans. This gate wasn't shut down by the anomaly or random damage. It's been deliberately sabotaged.
3 gate control modules, or GCMs, have been disconnected. All 3 must be reconnected to charge the primer and ignite the gate. The first GCM is located here. Use resource controllers to connect this gate control module.
Okay.
This is a very large AO. Recommend putting our strike craft into groups to improve command and control.
Give me a couple probes. I want to have a look around. Let me get a couple of them. Let me boost up numbers on that side. I want to be unit capped. Let's make sure we're playing with a full fleet here. Probes deploy out to there. Not all of you, just one of you.
Recommend deploying strike craft to interface with the data spire immediately.
Probe is away.
I need to split off this second probe. There we go. Second probe. I guess set up wide over here, I guess.
Resource probe is away.
There we go. All right, so we got data spires all over the place. The good news is we've got resources all over the place that we should be able to capitalize on. Resource controller, get to work. Get to the data spire.
With ships flying in close proximity to terrain structures. Stay on alert.
Cool battlefields and levels, dude. This is like sick level design, fighting around like this giant titan of a craft. That's kind of rad. I'm sort of feeling it.
Resource controller complete and ready for operation.
You go ahead and grab some resources for me, would you? Cancel that last one. Apparently I can't count. We've got 50 out of 50 already.
Coming through. Receiving.
Yeah, you come down here and help out with that as well.
We must capture the GCMs in order to activate the gate. Without it, there's no way for us to get to Noctua 27.
Go.
Any ship can interface with data spires. Move a unit into close proximity to enable capture.
All right. Sound like a plan to me. Fleets are moving, so... Those are all interceptors right there.
Data spire captured. Stand by for sensor integration. And data spire online. Objective complete.
So it's like a scout tower. Okay, it allows me to scan further. Gotcha. Interceptor, go to that data spire, please.
Establishing security orbit. Lead, how copy?
Let's get all these GCMs locked down before too long.
Did you see that?
There they are, dude. I knew we weren't gonna... I mean, what's the point in an RTS game that doesn't have a little red on the map? Let's do this thing.
More Kalen raiders detected. Engage and destroy. We must protect our assets. Be advised, proximity to or within the gate structure will prohibit sensor visibility.
Okay. I got no red kind of rattling around right now, so I don't really know. Oh, there they are. Yeah, no kidding. I think that team's already doing their thing. Make sure they don't get after... Yeah, go ahead and scramble, I guess. You guys staying in formation? You guys staying hot? Because I'm hearing things like taking losses.
Caution, resource controller taking damage.
Scouts break off. Protect the resource controllers. They're expensive, and I don't want to replace them. Keeping these guys in reserve, but maybe I'll have them come on out here and actually get involved in the fray.
We need that gate control module reattached as quickly as possible. Vector a resource controller to the GCM immediately.
I think we're like largely okay. We're still unit capped, so I don't mind taking some losses here as long as we can stay a little bit spread out and like a little bit around the area. Yeah, give me some fire on him right there. Refocus up. Did they just vanish into nothingness?
Immediate threat clear.
Huh.
Resuming standard combat protocols. We need to secure both the data spire and first GCM before advancing.
Gate control module and power node alignment green. Overrides look good. Stand by. Almost there. Capture in 3, 2, 1. Capture. Coupling's detached. Done deal. We're moving out.
Gate control module online. Primer sequence start. 7% in holding.
We're going to have to last until that thing charges up, bro. I can see it coming already, dude. I can smell it.
The second GCM is located here. Scout the location and establish a safe area of operations.
Mothership ready for speed increase upgrade. Just let us know when you want to initiate fleet command.
Ooh, I can go a little bit faster, too. We could put some wheels on this Betty, huh? Afterburner research. Yeah, let's get that cruising. What other upgrades do I have? Let's get the overburners done real fast. I don't think we're producing anything else right now. You guys go ahead and move up to the control node. Let's go have a look at it. In fact, I think this is probably a good time to have, like, everybody move up.
Upgrade complete. New heading, move us out.
You guys stay with the mothership. Make sure she's protected.
Alert. Kaylin pirates are using structural interference to cover their approach.
And it looks like we have tangos. That can't be good. What is that, like an artillery unit? What does that thing do? It's a long ways away and it just opened a bunch of bays. That makes me feel very nervous.
Enemy missile frigate detected. Engage and destroy.
Put the 2 grouping on them.
I've fought these before. They can be deadly. Use terrain elements as cover. Ships in passive or neutral stance will use cover as much as possible.
Not worried about that. I didn't come to space for neutrality, son. What drives a man towards neutrality? Such a depraved stance. We're here for war. I'm a 40K player. I don't care about none of that. We wipe the enemy out no matter what the losses.
On their rear flanks. Attacks on their aft sections will do more damage.
Okay. They may have just splashed every single one of my interceptors in one volley. And we barely scratched it, so apparently just a little bit outside of our weight class. All right, I can live with that. Let's see if we can bring some people around and outflank him, shall we? You guys had another order from that side while things are going down and getting a little hot and heavy. We need to take that data spire up there. We don't really have a choice. Interceptors are over there. Why is there an interceptor over here? Oh, because I sent it over there to capture that. Gotcha.
They're taking losses.
Come back in here. Start engaging. Basically, we just need to get this guy flipped around. Got to make him think about it a little bit. Come back in. Come back in. You've got him flanked on both sides. Let's try a different formation as well. That last formation did not go super well for us. Oh, yeah, they are weaker from behind. Wow, that guy's taking damage when you hit him in the booty hole. He has a terrible day when that happens. You guys come back around that way.
Group 1 is in trouble.
No, they're not. They're okay. You guys go out that way. Come back in for another pass. There you go. Let him feel it. Let him feel the sting. You guys come in for a strafe. Keep the dance going. My man's a little bit of a chunk lord.
Group 2 taking losses.
Yeah, these things happen, but we basically have infinite resources right now, so I'm not really too worried about it. Whatever we lose, I can repack. All right, now come in, finish him off. Hammer and anvil. Hey, float away.
Objective complete. Move a resource controller to the location indicated and reconnect the second gate control module.
Standing by. Recon here. Watch your scopes. Let's go.
Group 2 reinforced. Group 1 reinforced.
Move complete. 70 per SO. Lead, you have something for us?
Let's go get that data spire. We're going to send someone up to go snag that thing. And then I'm just going to consolidate troops for a minute since we're sitting at like a 50-unit cap right now that I can't seem to get out from underneath. So we're not going to be able to rely on overwhelming numbers in order to finish this thing off. However,
Send message.
Group 2 reinforced.
you guys have now been reinforced. We have 12 over there. We have 21 right there. Where's my other 24 units? There we go. I've got a population menu that's going to help me track everybody down. So ones, get on over there. Twos, yeah, take it up top for me, would you? Take us up top. Let's do this thing.
Confirm inbound position 2. Go. We're on the move.
Additional data spire
It
detected.
looks like they do pay attention to the collision of the buildings and whatnot, too. I was a little bit worried they were just going to, like, fly through it. Resource controller should have us welded on into the gate jump, and then we should be out of here. Let's bring the mothership up a little bit closer. I don't know exactly what's going to go down over here.
Need that gate
But-
control module reattached as quickly as possible. Vector
Yeah, I'm
resource
working on it.
controller to the GCM.
There we go. So now we're hooking on in. Yeah, dude, get that big old Super Nintendo cartridge slapped on in, dude.
Where to park in command.
We got any more contacts? We got some more of those missile frigates to deal with. This is going to get heavy before it gets better. You guys, you're a little scuffed. Everybody go dock inside the mothership while we wait.
Got room for us?
You can send them to go inside this little port over here, and they'll come out the front repaired.
Placed. Nice work. Objective complete.
Control module accepted. Gate primer charge increasing.
Go with message. Recon here. Channel open.
There we go. A few more HPs for our fleet.
Caution. Resource controller is under fire.
Where are they now? Where at? Over there? All right.
Receiving.
Group 1 reinforced.
You guys know what to do. Let's make it happen.
Caution.
Poor little resource node is getting dookied on right now. He'll be fine. I can build more of them. It's not that big of a deal. We got like a million billion resources. Everything's gonna be fine. Just make sure you direct your fire carefully, and let's splash a few of them.
I have serious concerns about what's been done to these gate control modules.
What do you mean?
I've spent half my life studying everything Karen Sajet learned about the gate network, and this level of sabotage would take me weeks to work out. Are these raiders known for their tech knowledge?
Not really. It's been my experience that Kalen Raiders' science policy is to hit a new piece of technology till it does what they want, or it breaks.
All right, now it looks like their MMO is dying and getting annihilated in space. They are not doing a great job in this dogfight. Then again, I guess we've got more of them regrouped too. I like the music. The music's not exactly what I expect out of a game like this. Soundtracking and sound effects like the soundscape, pretty good, dude. I like how they stay in formation while they're fighting too, like they don't break off into just this cloud of guys fighting. Honestly, I'm okay with using the resource controller as a tank for all this. It seems like he's got decent HP.
This is the final active control module. Secure the area and dock the GCM. The mothership must be relocated to this position for gate entry.
All right. Let's get everybody patched up first. We got two hot... Ooh. We got a lot of frigates over here, dude.
Confirmed engineering. Begin bomber construction.
Let's pull the mothership back for a second.
Class unit is less maneuverable, but more effective against capital ships.
They'll give the missile frigates a hard time.
Yeah, just go after whichever one's closer to the mothership. We need the mothership out of here. I may have overcommitted.
Target ID confirmed.
Passive stance.
We have contact.
Keep everything passive stance. Oh, they attacked from inside a cover. Very nice. Put whatever damage you have on him. But I figure this is probably a good time for us to talk about what I've noticed in the first couple hours of gameplay. That way you guys can figure out whether or not you want to get this game. It's pretty pricey, so the standards are set pretty high, but thumbing through my little notes that I keep on my desktop, there's a lot of things that I liked here, and there's some also fairly major publisher level stuff to dislike that we'll talk about. So, on the good side of Homeworld 3, the textures, the graphics, the volumetrics, the lighting, the level designs, the overall battle feel of the game is really fantastic. It comes strapped with a booming soundscape that's concatenated by these little radio chirps and units talking to one another in combat that make it feel very immersive when combined with the soundtrack that was a big hit for me. I liked that. It felt like the battlefield was alive. The units, we haven't gotten that many yet, but they do feel like they have a niche. It's nothing that you haven't seen before in other space games like Sins of a Solar Empire. But you've got your bombers, you've got your recon fighters, you know, you've got your things that run down the enemy and harass, you've got the things that blow up the big guys. You will want to be grouping different tasks for different squads towards their strengths too, as you muscle your way into combat. There's not going to be any way around that. Voice acting seems to be solid enough, and while I can't say much for the storyline, given I've never played the previous Homeworld games, so I don't know what the theme is here, I don't know what the universe is, I have no personal nostalgic attachment to anything. It seems serviceable so far on that end. Nothing too crazy to write home about. It's kind of like your normal one season then canceled space epic type thing. There's a lot of cutscenes and narrative so far versus gameplay time is one thing that I noticed. It's nice to see an RTS at least attempt to have a story though, rather than the entire campaign just being a hacked-together tutorial for online PvP play. That's a hole that I see loads and loads, almost every RTS fall into nowadays, so that's good. Controls-wise, it takes some getting used to. The controls do like to swap up what your left and your right click does, depending on what you want to do and also context, and it'll take you a little while to get used to that, and then also register exactly when and why it does that, but it will make sense, and once you get a handle on it, you're off to the races. And that brings us to the bad end. On the bad end, the game has de novo inside of it, packaged up with a AAA price. If you don't know what de novo is, it's one of those third-party copy protection anti-piracy things that usually is on like Sega titles, but for whatever reason it snuck its way in here despite the fact that it's already on Steam, which is in and of itself basically a method of DRM. De Novo tends to make performance crappy on a lot of systems and hardware, and this has been confirmed from other developers that were forced to work around it. So my normal speech here is that the publishers are punishing legitimate paying customers with potentially worse performance, potentially like always online, that kind of stuff. While the pirates, they get to play the ideal version of the game, and I don't think that sends the message that you want it to send, but it kind of is what it is. Lip syncing, it's going to vary from good to awful. Sometimes it's like dead on the money, and other times it looks terrible. And like I said, the controls are going to have a little bit of a learning curve to them as well. The game also has a day one season pass that's got factions coming next month and things of that nature. I'm not a huge fan of season passes. I'd rather have things bundled together as like an expansion with like free updates on the in-between. So things to take into consideration. All in all, what I've seen so far from my first few hours just adapting to the game is a lot of love and care. Seems to have been put into the gameplay itself. I like what I've played so far, and I'd like to get further on in. However, it's always sketchy recommending any product that has de novo inside of it. And so, you know, AAA pricing plus de novo, it's going to be your call whether or not you want to support that kind of stuff. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of video games every single day so you don't have to. Today up on the chopping block, the much-awaited Homeworld 3. Take care, folks, and I'll see you tomorrow.